You have waited weeks for this moment. You are finally bringing your kitten home. And within the next few minutes, you are almost certainly going to make a mistake. Not because you are careless, but because it looks and feels like exactly the right thing to do. It is the mistake nearly every new cat owner makes on day one, and it can damage your kitten's trust in a way that takes weeks to rebuild. I will show you what it is, and more importantly, exactly what to do instead. By the end of this video, you will have a complete blueprint for your kitten's first 24 hours. We are going to set up a safe room that actually works, cover what to feed them on day one, and why changing it is a mistake. Read 3 body language signals that tell you how your kitten really feels, and walk through the first night, including what to do when they cry. And every instinct you have is telling you to go comfort them. Stay to the body language section. Most cat owners, even experienced ones, get at least one of these wrong. And it changes how you read your cat for the rest of their life. Before we talk about what to do when you arrive home, let's talk about what you need to have ready before you leave to pick them up. Think about what your kitten is experiencing right now. They have been removed from the only environment they have ever known. The smells, the sounds, the warmth of their litter mates. They are in a box, in a moving vehicle, heading towards something completely unknown, bringing them straight into a large house. With multiple rooms, unfamiliar smells, possibly other people or pets, is genuinely overwhelming for their nervous system. Cats are territorial animals. They are wired to assess new spaces slowly and on their own terms. A full house on day one is too much, too fast. The answer is what animal behaviorists call a safe room. A single, small, quiet space that becomes their entire world for the first few days. A bathroom, a laundry room, or a small spare bedroom all work well. The size is part of what makes it effective. For the litter box, use a low-sided box. Their legs are small, and a standard adult box with high sides can be awkward or discouraging. For litter, start with unscented clumping litter. Heavily perfumed litters are designed for humans, not cats. A cat's sense of smell is roughly 14 times more sensitive than ours. Some kittens actively avoid strongly scented litter. Placement matters. Never put the litter box next to the food and water. Cats have a strong instinctive aversion to eliminating near their food source. It traces back to avoiding contamination of their food in the wild. Keep them on opposite sides of the room. A separate note on water. Cats are not strong drinkers by nature. Their wild ancestors obtained most of their moisture from prey. Many domestic cats will chronically underdrink if given only a bowl. Place the water bowl away from the food. Separate locations actually encourage more water intake. Now, the hiding spot. This is non-negotiable, a covered bed, a cardboard box on its side, or any enclosed space. Gives them somewhere to retreat when they feel uncertain. A kitten that cannot hide will stay stressed. A kitten with a reliable hiding spot will come out to explore sooner, because they know safety is available when they need it. Electrical cords? Tuck or cover them. Kittens explore with their mouths, and a chewed cord is a vet emergency. And plants. Lilies in particular. Any true lily from the Lilium or Hemerocalis genus can cause acute kidney failure in cats, even in small amounts. Ingesting a few petals or even drinking water from a vase has caused fatalities. If you have lilies in your home, relocate them before your kitten arrives. Before you brought your kitten home, they were eating something specific. Ask the shelter or breeder what it was, and get that exact food. The stress of rehoming places real physiological pressure on a young kitten's digestive system. Cortisol, the stress hormone, disrupts gut motility and affects the intestinal bacteria that keep digestion stable. Layer a sudden food change on top of that stress, and you are very likely to cause vomiting or diarrhea. In a small kitten, diarrhea is not just uncomfortable, it can lead to dehydration quickly. Avoid the problem entirely by keeping the food familiar for at least the first week. When you are ready to transition to your preferred food, do it gradually over 7 to 10 days. 25% new food on days 1 to 3, 50% by days 4 to 5, 75% by days 6 to 7, fully switched by day 10. Not eating on arrival day is common. Stress reliably suppresses appetite, and the entire day has been stressful. Leave the food available, keep the room quiet, give it time. Your threshold for concern. If 24 hours are past and they have eaten nothing, contact your vet. If at any point you see repeated vomiting, bloody stool, or a kitten that seems limp or non-responsive, that is urgent. Do not wait it out. Cats communicate constantly. The problem is that humans are mostly trained to read dogs. And the two species express emotion in almost opposite ways in some contexts. Misreading a cat is how trust breaks down without anyone understanding why. Here are 3 signals that will genuinely change how you read your kitten. Signal 1. The tail position, tail straight up in the air. This is confidence and a positive greeting signal. When your kitten walks toward you with tail fully raised, they are communicating. I am comfortable and I am happy to see you. It is the feline equivalent of open body language. Tail tucked under the body or curved tightly toward the belly. This is fear or uncertainty. If you see this during an interaction, stop what you are doing. Give them space. Let them reset. Continuing when the tail is tucked is one of the most common ways people accidentally reinforce anxiety in young cats. Signal 2. The slow blink. If your kitten looks at you and slowly, deliberately closes their eyes, that is a trust signal. It means they feel safe enough to briefly lower their visual guard in your presence. Here is the practical part. You can do it back. Research published in Scientific Reports in 2020 by Dr. Karen McComb and colleagues at the University of Sussex found that cats responded more positively toward humans who slow blinked at them. Try it during a calm moment, soft eye contact, then a slow close and open. You may be surprised at the response. Signal 3. Ear position. Ears forward and slightly angled outward, relaxed and engaged. This is the baseline you want to see during play and interaction. Ears rotated flat to the sides or pinned back, fear or overstimulation. This one is critical during petting. Many kittens will tolerate handling up to a threshold, then suddenly bite or scratch. And owners are surprised because there was no warning. The warning was in the ears. Flat ears during petting means stop before the bite happens. Learn these 3, and you will understand your kitten better than most adult cat owners. The room is set up. They have started exploring. You have watched their body language and backed off when you needed to. And now it is night. You close the safe room door, get into bed, and within a few minutes, it starts. The crying. Kittens under 12 to 14 weeks are wired to sleep in physical contact. Not just for warmth, though that matters, but because that contact regulates their nervous system. A mother cat's presence and the pile of litter mates is the baseline normal for them. Suddenly alone in a room, the crying is a search behavior. They are calling for a response that signals you are not alone. Understanding this does two things. It removes the guilt, and it helps you respond in a way that actually helps. Before you leave for the night, set them up properly. Give them an enclosed or covered bed with raised sides or a hood, so they feel contained rather than exposed. A gentle heat source on one side of the bed can make a real difference. A warm water bottle, not hot, wrapped in a soft cloth or towel, placed under one edge of the bedding. Do not put it under the full bed. They need to be able to move away if they get too warm. Some owners also place a recently worn item of clothing near the bed. Your scent is becoming familiar to them, and familiar scents have a mild calming effect in the early days. If they cry after you have left, a brief calm check-in can help. Go in, speak quietly, let them see you are there, then leave again. You are not abandoning them. You are teaching them that the room is safe. One boundary worth setting consciously before night. 1. Where will your kitten sleep long term? If the answer is not your bed, do not bring them into your bed on night 1, because the crying was hard to hear. Once that pattern is established, it takes real effort to change, for both of you. Decide the answer. By morning, your kitten will have made it through their first night in a new home. That is genuinely significant. And now the real relationship begins. When you go in on morning 2, do not rush to pick them up. Get down to their level, sit on the floor, let them come to you. When they approach, offer a single extended finger at nose height. This is a direct translation of a feline greeting behavior. If they rub the side of their face against your finger, you have received your first active trust signal. That cheek rub is not just affection, it is scent marking. They are making you part of their safe world. Use wand toys, feather toys, anything that puts distance between their claws and your hands. Never use your bare hands as a toy, even now when they are small. Kittens learn what to hunt from what they practice on. A kitten that learns to bite and scratch hands will be a cat that bites and scratches hands. Your kitten is eating, using the litter box, starting to play, beginning to trust you. The first 24 hours, genuinely successful. But one more challenge is ahead, and it is one that trips up more owners than almost anything else. The moment you open that safe room door and begin introducing them to the rest of the house, and if you have other pets, introducing them without creating a conflict that can persist for months. That transition has its own rules. The step-by-step process is in the next video.